Yo. Yo. Stop recording. Yo. Yo. It is December 19th, 2018. Yeah. And I have received this recording this morning from the Sovereign here.
Hi, Mr. Wilkins. This is Jay calling from the Summer Concierge. There was a perishable item here that was delivered for you, but you don't have any more cold storage, so I was just wondering if you could stop by and pick it up. It's a really nice cookie bouquet, but we just don't have the place to store it, and I didn't want it to go bad. If you can come on down and pick it up, or if you want to take it upstairs, that's fine. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So I'm going to go down and go pick that up after I move this into recordings. Recording of last night. And I'm going to go and do that right now, as well as get a view of the fog. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. I'll leave these on starting the day. Again, something keeps happening with the stream. Last night it went in and out, had issues. Again, they turned off my power again last night in a harassing fashion. So I'll be back. So even more so than yesterday. Well, it's kind of wet out. I can almost see my breath, but it's not that cold. Again, it's really nice out. This is what you'd want to play sports in. Whatever. This is what I'd like to play soccer in. I'd like to go run around in this. Carnegie Vanguard's over that way. They have a good field. I need to go practice before the alumni soccer game, or get some kicks in, some touches in on grass with cleats on. You can hardly see the AIG building, the top of the AIG building right there. Let alone you can't see downtown. You can kind of see Montrose, and you know, like you can kind of see the top of Annunciation and the Column d'Or being built, as well as Hanover Montrose. But Can't see the medical center, can't see museum district. Can hardly see down to Washington. You can see it though, and you can see Buffalo Heights, but as it's being constructed and stuff. All the buildings over there. It's kind of cold or chilly if you just are sitting here, or walking around, I guess, not being super active. But as I was saying, to run around in this would be really nice. Those fields right there, they just sit there. I mean, they're supposed to be the next phase of this, but they just sit there, and people could use them for soccer or all sorts of things, but they just sit there. All sorts of things just sit there. Things don't change, and things aren't used around them that could help the community around it. Things just sit there. So, anyway, I mean, it's gonna be something eventually, but all the things that I'm saying should be listened to instead of not. You can't see Upper Kirby. You can hardly see to the buildings on San Felipe. You can't see the Huntington and River Oaks. You can't see uptown. You can barely see to where West End and Washington over there, and Shepherd. Shepherd Bridge. Last part of this. Nope, no downtown today. I mean, it's there. Can't see it. You. Good, how are you?
There you go.
You're Matthew Wilson?
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just need to give you the papers.
Hey, hold on. There you go.
Why are you guys doing this? Why haven't you taken my IA report seriously?
Let me take this off, okay? 'Cause I don't know what you got in there. Turn it off. How do you turn it off for you?
Don't turn it off.
No,
please
I
do
need to
not.
turn it. It's alright. Look, I got my own. Okay, so
I
how do
mean,
you turn it off?
this is
Can you turn it?
ridiculous. So I just walked out those stairs from jail in downtown, and no, I'm good. Thank you. What's up?
What is that thing?
Oh, it's a GoPro.
You want to sell it?
No, I'm good.
You need a taxi?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a blessed day, sir. It's cool. See you later, man. Have a blessed one. See downtown Houston. And oh, it's my mom's car. Woo.
It's Daddy. All right. Okay. I'll call you back. Bye. Are you cold?
Yeah. All right. Let me just end this. I'm narrating this part to the video or whatever. So I'm in the car with my mom. I'm gonna turn the video off for a moment so I can talk to my mom. Love my mom. Thank you. Oh. Do you want to go to your place or my place or what? I guess my place. So you drop me off, I guess, huh?
You know, you can go to either place you want to go to. I just, you know, either way, we have to, you know, talk about all this.
Yeah, we really do. And
Let's go to our place, okay?
you're home?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so weird. I really, after I left the sheriff's office and called you, anyway, and he said, oh, it's only been 15 minutes. He might, you know, he might be,
You can go lift. Yeah, go that way.
he might be, he might still be out there. So literally, I came and I turned, I just, I went here and then I turned left because I thought, well, maybe then I should see him. And then you called me.
I know, the timing was perfect. I felt like you were watching it on TV or something.
No.
Well, timing was perfect and everything has worked out. I've gotten all the information on it. We'll talk about it in a moment. And I just kind of want to enjoy being out and with you and going away from the jail for a moment. And I love you very much, and I just...
Did you eat? Did you eat?
I haven't eaten since yesterday morning. I haven't had really anything to drink since yesterday morning, and I haven't had really good, like I didn't sleep last night, so I haven't slept all through the night, and I've been freezing my butt off. You're gonna have to go around this truck.
Yes, I think you're right. No worry, I'll do it.
I don't wanna be side driving. I guess I kinda am. You're good.
Well, do you want me to zip by somewhere and you can grab some food?
Is there anything you'd like?
I had real late lunch. In fact, I had caldo. Daddy got me some caldo. You know, from yesterday. From what is it? El Pollo.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe El Pollo Loco. But,
So did you bond yourself out?
well, they closed the place at 5, so to actually pay for it, I'd have to go and do that. By the way, Tobar used to work there.
Batanka.
Yeah. And you know, this is Market Square, which
I couldn't tell where you were from looking at the records.
well, it was so confusing. And Mom, I'd really like, well, I just kind of want to slow down for a moment.
All right, just go.
Yum. Yo.
Well, we're going down Washington, so is there anything that you would want to eat in Washington? On Washington? And we're going down Shepherd, so
How
that
about
would be,
we go to Chick-fil-A?
I think anywhere you want to go.
All right, let's go to Chick-fil-A.
And the Chick-fil-A is the one
Or you had El Pollo Loco? Let's go to El Pollo Loco.
You can go anywhere you want to go.
El Pollo Loco sounds great.
Okay.
Sapporo. Do I look? One of the guys said I look like a clown with this on. With it on my head. So, thanks.
Well, I didn't recognize you when you started to get in, and then I saw that thing, and I didn't see, anything else, and I thought, oh my God, somebody's after me here.
And then it was
Somebody
me.
with quadruple eyes on their head.
Yeah. I'll take it off in a moment. I kind of just want to get past downtown and maybe into Washington, or maybe just let it go all the way, and I'll just talk. I mean, so because this started off, one of the reasons I just turned it back on and put it on my head. It started off this morning, or yesterday morning. They told me I had an edible bouquet type thing, and that it was perishable, and that I needed to come down and get it. And then when I came down, they arrested me and took me off. And while when I was in their car, they had my stream on. So they are watching my stream, as a number of people are, and as I've brought up relevantly, that this is happening more publicly than is being, it doesn't say on the stream that as many people are watching as are watching. So that is something that we're gonna have to talk about. But just really I kind of just want to chill, man.
Oh, chill. We'll get you some food in.
I'm so happy to be out, and I'm so, I love you, and I'm blessed. I think about that when I'm in there. I don't think that this situation is good, but I love you, and I believe you love me, and I thank you for all your help. Here, I'll take this off when I give you a real hug later.
Boy, I tell you what, you're ripe.
Well,
Go take a bath. Yeah, I'm sure you got some clothes at home, right?
yeah, I have. I mean, everything is set up. My stream is still going, I think, unless my computer died from lack of memory. Because I'm not just streaming everything, I'm recording everything because of the stream being shut down. I'll just talk about it later.
Yeah, just relax. Try to relax. I'll turn on the radio. We'll listen to the radio.
Alright. You don't even have to do that.
You want to listen to Christmas music?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's the wrong thing.
If this was me talking, I would say that too. I think you've been cooperating with that spirit of God. Hopefully, right?
The holiday season is
Though,
about spending time with those you care about
I'll
most.
just talk about it later.
sharing
Magistrate.
Is this what I think it is? No way.
being the holiday hero when you give the best
Text I sent you about Romans 12:2.
Yes. And I agreed with it. That's what I agree with, is that in Revelation, it says Satan uses a bunch of people. And I think it's really obvious when he's using those people against me. And you can even see them actively on the camera, even though it's on camera. But I'll talk about that in a little bit.
When you add a line and trade in a qualifying iPhone, tax, contact us before canceling or credit stop and balance is due.
Look, Trinity Downtown Lutheran.
Huh?
I said Trinity Downtown Lutheran. It's a lot of the Lutheran North and stuff was connected to that, so.
The hustle and bustle continues, still doing some holiday shopping where you can save money on your holiday shopping with Walmart everyday low prices.
So how are you doing otherwise?
Low prices,
I'm fine.
even more
Busy.
on the things you love. And when it comes to putting together your holiday meals, well, they have a great selection of groceries
Always
from your
busy.
favorite brands, fresh produce and top quality meats.
Well,
So save money bringing the delicious
It's been
fresh
necessary.
groceries you want to your kitchen
I'm sorry that that's still going on.
Prices may vary.
I really wish that
As you decorate,
I could have helped you retire at this point instead of... I feel like my existence is a drain, but I know that's because people are being adversarial, and I can't be myself in a reasonable way. And people are obviously people are doing the same thing that I'm saying they're doing, except I have them on camera doing it before I started doing it, and I asked for help. And the thing that they're saying I'm doing is what, even when they had me in the mental place, when I was saying that this was a problem, they were saying sexual domination, harassment wasn't a problem. And they were saying that, you know, they were looking at me as if I was crazy. And that's what I'm saying. In Confusion Land, that's what Babylon is. That's where the Bible says we are. People will try to confuse you even when you're right. In the right. And I can see that people are trying to do that to me. And I would just rather this wasn't how things were going, you know?
Well, I have the same prayer, believe me.
I just feel like, well, people are using the people around me by convincing the people around me that I'm in the wrong and that I'm crazy. But I'm definitely being attacked by people and harassed by people. And if this stuff is harassing and attacking, then I literally just wanted a reconciliation on the obvious resourced attack and harassment that's going on against me.
Do you have a hearing tomorrow?
No. So.
It says you do.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
On what?
Reconsideration of the bond.
For when? What document says I have a date tomorrow?
Well, you might not be able to see it, but I thought
Is that it?
No, that's today.
Okay, I
didn't see it till this afternoon when I looked, and it said, I looked under settings and it said the 21st.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Whether it's going to happen. They want to quote unquote reconsider the bond. They wanted you to have a $50,000 bond. You know.
No, I didn't. And that's what I'm saying. People are actively playing unreasonable games of abuse around me. I've been literally screaming for help on camera. And they're trying to jam me up in a way that's literally like when they killed Jesus. Like they're just angry that I have people that would listen to me. And so that there's obviously like a group of people. When you said Satan, the end of the Bible is the synagogue of Satan. I don't think that you're wrong. I just think that Satan's using a group of people around me. And
well, he's using you too. Satan is using...
Well, how is Satan using me?
Because your thinking is way off base.
According to who?
According to, obviously, the rest of the world.
But the rest of the world executed Jesus. That's literally the point. Jesus overcame the world. And as well, the rest of the world is illegally rape executing me. This is a terrible form of precedent-setting sexual abuse that's being exerted on me. And people are trying to pretend like my obvious screaming for help, like if anything is wrong with what I've done, people have to acknowledge these people's abusive behavior around me. Like, it just means that kids are going to grow up in a reality where they can be abused like they're trying to abuse me. If they actually are doing this to me and hurting me like this. And it's really clear that they are, and I'm trying not to get too worked up, but I can send you more proof of people, like, legitimately sending me, like, okay, again, none of this is, if I'm literally on camera all the time, and these people are Christian, first of all, they do believe these things are going to happen. They believe that Like, my stuff, my purpose is to align it all and then say, just stop and follow me, else you are being adversarial and people are hurting me in a terrible, abusive way. And I just want a realistic engagement. The people that are finding me adversarial are adversary. They're Satan. If you believe in the Word of God, believe that I have been hurt in a way that I need people to really listen to, and I just want people to do that so that I can have this issue fixed. I've been physiologically crippled from this, and even the people are mocking me in Stephanie Jewston. And like when I was questioned by a detective today about things, and I kept bringing up Stephanie Jewston, it's obviously the first video, the most important and main purpose of my YouTube videos at this point. At least it is the thing that was the impetus to start. And it's clear that I've been talking about it, screaming about it. I've been pointing to it on my Twitter and other social media for years, literally. And there hasn't been a real acknowledgement. In fact, people have just used it to abuse me more, including Joel. That wasn't cool what he did. Whatever he told you, it was not legitimate, and it slandered and defamed me in a way that is literally devil. That is what the devil means. And he was being adversarial. That's what Satan means. So when I'm saying those things, and I believe he thinks, I think a number of people think I'm someone who believes I'm Yo, and that they believe that they're anybody who is willing to stop Yo. For whatever reason, they want to have authority over me, whether it's, you know, just guys having ego issues, or guys and girls having ego issues, or some kind of control thing. People clearly are trying to exert on me in ways which are inappropriate and that they shouldn't. And not just me, they're trying to exert on me, you, Dad, Grandma, and Aunt Kathy, and Laura, Jackson, and Josh, as well as Adam, Melissa.
Right. Stop.
I mean,
stop. Just breathe.
Okay, I agree. I just need to breathe, but I can send you proof. I mean, it's not as if there's not proof of this, and it's not as if I'm not really, honestly, legitimately in the right. It's physically hurting and crippling me. It physically hurts a lot.
I want you to do what the appropriate thing is to do to delve into this and to cure this, and that is to go to a psychiatrist. And I want you to get...
Why do you believe a psychiatrist who's not engaging my issues, who uses a diagnostic manual, which has changed since the last time that you sent me, which is being adversarial clearly to my obvious point of reason, which is clearly in line with science, why are people still trying to say that I'm in the wrong and need to go listen to other people tell me what is obviously confusion and untruth?
I love you, and I don't want to see you spend the rest of your life like this.
I know, so why don't you work with me? You're being literally tricked and like poisoned at your mind to try to exert on me in ways which are not designed. Like, it's not good for you. I had $800,000, my car, and all sorts of things happen to me, stolen, and all sorts of things happen. And I was working with you to a degree, except it's hard to work with you because of our relationship, how we fight. The problem is, we don't need to fight when I have $1 million in the bank, and I just want to pay off all your debts, and I just want my debts paid off, and then we can be happy and move on. But people are trying to get us to fight. That's what Joel was doing, and that's what that doctor, even when you said Dr. Sneed, why would you say...
talk about Dr. Sneed.
Well, why would you say then send me to another psychiatrist when they're obviously, you've even brought it up, trying to poison my mind and your mind against me? I mean, it's obvious people are trying to play psychological warfare games against us. I can send you more of the messages, harassing messages against me that haven't seen any any look at from the police, though I've obviously been bringing it up. Detective Vo was lying when he was saying he kind of saw the videos or whatever. They're clearly watching. They were watching the stream from their car. I mean, that's my whole point, is that not just they are watching. Guess I've gotten some messages from Africa recently, and so I sent a message back, and they were saying that they were watching the show. And I look beautiful, thanks. But I didn't get to respond more because of what was going on. Like, literally I got taken before I could respond more. And
did you read what those women said you said to them? Did you read them?
I literally, yes, I specifically sent crazy verbal messages that have no, I'm obviously not following through, and I'm asking and begging and demanding for the police to actually take my case seriously.
The police aren't going to take your case seriously.
I know, because they aren't legitimate. I'm being abused in a way where they aren't actually the law. They're just people enforcing down on abuse, obviously, and on camera. That's why I'm asking you, who's a lawyer, Aunt Kathy, who's a judge, and I'm about to go to the community and just really lay it out in an honest fashion. I mean, that was
the result.
That was part
Here's
of
the results of what happens when you continue to think like that and continue to do things like that. You get evicted. That's the next thing that's going to happen.
They're already doing that.
Well,
and she's a Stephanie who is clearly playing part, and they're obviously turning on and off my power. I don't disagree that they can just overpower me and you and Dad. The issue is that they shouldn't be doing it, and that's literally the whole point at the end of the Bible, is that they get caught trying to do that in public, and nobody in the community would want that. That's literally why it would end with this Satan person just being tossed in lava.
it's just crazy.
I mean, isn't that how the Bible
Crazy
ends?
thinking, it's crazy.
Is that not how the Bible ends?
I don't even know how the Bible ends. That's not even
Because
what
you and all these people who keep trying to quote it to me don't actually believe to the degree where you read into the
want to
word.
spend the rest of your life being evicted, having to move your stuff, going to jail?
No, I'd like to get this done, and I'd like to have this publicly in front of the community so that the community says, no, I don't want that happening to my kids. I don't want people abusing my kids. They've literally made artistic endeavors out of abusing me, you, and Dad, and Coral. People are, yes, you just don't, Cheryl, you are not being genuine. They are clearly attacking me. Would you turn me around? Can we just go can we go to the apartment complex? It's not that I don't want to talk. I just can't get anywhere with you reasonably.
Well, it's just crazy behavior.
It's not crazy behavior. I'm legitimately the voice of reason here. You're just afraid and being exerted on by people who are abusing you. They're abusing you, me, and Dad. And you saying it's crazy is you just want it to go away. And I can understand that.
The one that's...
It's not going away.
The one that's abusing me is you. It's you.
They are abusing me, and I asked for help through you, I asked for help through Joel, I asked for help through a number of people, and nobody took me seriously. And then once I went crazy on camera, making a point about it, that's when people...
You want help. You want people to do what you want them to do.
Yes, exactly. I want to be sovereign, the word of God over the people who are abusing me, because they're trying to use my supposed incompetence to abuse me when I'm clearly reading through them on camera and calling them on their bullshit because they're trying to continue abusive behavior in a time when, no, that's not considered normal or appropriate. I love you, Mom, but you come from a time when, honestly, women were abused and men were disempowered, and a bunch of men and women played games of snaky sexual domination games around each other. And they've been doing that for a while, in the background of things. My problem is, it's physically crippled me. It's literally in the Bible that that's what that does. And it's obvious that this has physically crippled me. And
And you won't get the help that's appropriate.
that's not true.
to
I
you.
asked for appropriate help, and I've told you appropriate courses moving forward. You and everybody else keep trying to put obstacles adversarially in my way. Why are you adversarial to me when you are the one who benefits most? I had $1 million. If we were closer and we weren't always adversarial, I promise you, a lot of our problems would have been paid off already. But I find it hard to do these things because of the nature of dealing with you. Even when I'm clearly in the right, you want to exert for someone else that I'm wrong. And you want to...
It's not a matter of right or wrong, man. It's
Yes, it is. It is a matter of right or wrong.
Ill, and
And yes, you guys are mentally ill trying to exert on me in this way, which is obviously wrong in public. You just have been taught that it's okay to do this because it's normal. When I was at the holding cell, the lady verbally abused the male person behind me. And when he couldn't speak up, he couldn't stand up for his rights, and the woman kept exerting down on it. And it was almost this example of, I mean, the guy was, to be honest, he was in the wrong for still talking. But he wasn't in the wrong in the first place for what the woman said in an abusive fashion. My point with that is, people are just going to try to hush me down. That's literally the point of Stephanie Joosten. She's literally a character who's named Quiet. It's multiple women trying to hush me down in an abusive fashion. It's literally precedent setting. It doesn't matter if they were put together to make me feel better and they're just playing a joke on me. It has crippled me, and it's abuse. It's a form of execution that people didn't realize how much it's hurt everybody. And it's still hurting me, and I'm still asking for help. There's still obviously a fake group of women harassing me. There's still, I can show you now messages that I've been sent with related accounts, from related accounts.